Hey everyone, I get asked this question often, so I wanted to just point this out and go over an example of today in terms of what happened. If you follow me on X, you know that I talked about the trade that I took coming down into this area. I was targeting this 15-minute liquidity area, which it did a sweep, and then that's when I got out and called it a day. But then as you can see, it turned right around after it swept that area and then started moving up, and it was at that point that I realize we're probably going to complete this buy model, this market maker model again today, because if you look back to yesterday, we had the sell curve here and we've got a buy curve here. And then with the Fed announcement, we drop back again. And then we've got the buy curve going back up. As you guys have seen on my charts, the two things that I will mark up consistently, and I encourage you guys to do this as well, is previous day highs and previous day lows. Every day, mark them up on your charts, stick them on a higher time frame, extend them out so you can see what you're looking for, because the market will seek previous day highs and lows, and it will seek imbalanced areas to rebalance, to correct basically that gap that it filled. Like here's a huge gap here. I'm on the 15-minute chart. So market maker model here again, market maker model here again today, and then as you can see here on YM, it went up, took out previous day highs, and then went ahead and shot up and took these guys out as well. If we look at the NASDAQ, same thing here, and a lot of people in the Discord that I belong to took this. You got where we at here? You got 930 opening here, came down, swept this area of liquidity that I had marked up here, and then it targeted and swept previous day lows from yesterday, and then turned around and took off again. And again, my eye, again, just from what I've learned, what I know, yesterday we've got market maker sell and buy here. We're going to drop yesterday. It's going to want to correct that imbalance. So you've got the buy curve happening here, and I have no doubt that we're going to go up and target previous day highs at some point, whether it's later tonight in London, whether it's tomorrow, but I have no doubt that we will take this out on NQ at some point. So you got NQ there. Again, here's the Dow here, my trade from earlier that I talked about on X and shared in the Discord. But if you're kind of struggling, what to mark up, what to look at, again, start on the higher time frames, work your way down. I primarily stop on the 15. I was sharing with a friend of mine earlier. I have 3 tabs that I open for YM, 3 tabs that I open for NQ. They are the 4-hour, the 15, and the 1. 1 is what I execute on, and I just go back and forth all day long between the 3 of them. So if that will help you guys out in your trading, it's made a tremendous it's helped me, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say in mine, because again, those liquidity pools, the imbalanced areas and previous day highs and lows are the 2 areas that the market will seek and target the most. Sometimes you'll have like these big ranges, you'll have like, there's 15-minute liquidity areas that I marked out here, just because we've got, a high here, a low here, and in this area, I didn't think it would come down here because that's a pretty huge drop, but I figured and thought that it would sweep this area at least, which is what it did, and then turned around and took off. So again, I'm utilizing primarily the profitable losers strategy when I trade, which means I'm targeting this box here. But sometimes, if I'm looking at the strategy, I'm going with the flow of things, but I'm also keeping other concepts in mind as well. And especially when it came down here and wicked and came back up, that basically told me we're pretty much going to go for this previous day high, or at least get up here close to it and sweep that at some point. And then the news from Apple just pushed this forward, and we've swept all kinds of liquidity. Here we've got a remaining area, 15-minute fair value gap, and ironically, it wicks off that CE, that 50% area, perfectly right there. I mean, just crazy how that happens, huh? Kind of ironic, kind of just random. So anyway, what I'll be doing is obviously I'll be deleting these areas tonight and then getting ready for NFP tomorrow. But now I'm back at the 4 hour, and if you look at the 4 hour chart, we've got areas up in here to look at, and then I've still got stuff marked up through here. And of course I'll go back and look at the daily, get a bias off that. I'll look at DXY, see what happened there. And but tomorrow should be interesting, and hoping to have another good day tomorrow. But anyway, like I said, I hope this helps. Again, really encourage you guys, if you're not doing it already, and you know, if you want to kind of do what I'm doing, that's great. Just drop down on the 15, and sometimes I have to go back to the 4 hour and just mark up previous day highs and lows and keep them out there, keep dragging them along, because at some point, you know, the market knows about these guys, knows where they're at, and it's gonna want to seek that at some point. So I mean, you can see here I've got this is my liquidity area from yesterday, previous day low from yesterday. I've also got one, you know, from the 19th. Let me go back to the 4 hour real quick here. And that's about as low as I got at that point. Again, looking at the 4 hour here. And if you look at this right here, looks like the market's kind of turning right in this area. So this may be just a huge, you know, buyback up here at this point, kind of curve. But you know, we'll just have to see how the market reacts. But as of right now, let me look at the daily here. And all this stuff on the screen going on. Yeah, I have to look at that guy later. It's kind of hard to tell with all this stuff going on here. But anyway, dropping back down to the 15 and looking at what's been done here. And also, again, if you go to NQ and look at that, you know, again, I have no doubt that this area will be swept coming up here, because that is the draw on liquidity at this point. Go to the 4 hour, take a look at that, and you can see, again, I've got areas all through here that are marked up, previous day highs and lows. Got a daily fair value gap coming up here. We got a 4 hour, actually we got a daily inside a 4 hour coming up here. So we'll see. NFP should be interesting. We'll see how this reacts off these key areas here. So anyway, just wanted to just share that with you guys. I hope it helps. It's helped me tremendously. And again, like I said, I'm using Sam's his name's Sam. I'm using the profitable losers strategy primarily, but again, also keeping the big picture in mind in terms of order flow. Are we bearish? Are we bullish? You know, where's the draw on liquidity at, et cetera, et cetera. So hope this helps you guys out and helps you in your trading. And you guys be careful with NFP tomorrow. Play safe. And we got NFP at 8:30, news at 10. And then the dust should settle hopefully around 10:30, 10:45, and we'll get our real move at that point. So you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you on the next video.